stack you.
Tonight we will feel the full repercussions of Wrestling Dome from the campus of the University of South Florida. This and more. Welcome to ringside in a new era of Friday Night Smash, the Pat McAfee Show, and he's a former NXT superstar. Please welcome.
People are already saying I'm Mr. Friday Night. I'm good for wrestling.
He is the head of the table. He is the universal, as in Jey Uso, instrumental in Reigns' win on Sunday.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner Jey Uso.
And the main event at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns did what he said he would do. Oh, Chief Roman talking about performing in front of the WWE.
To watch from home and getting to experience the energy of the WWE. This new Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman, with the said what he was going to do, and then went out and did exactly that.
Hall of Famer and Edge, he knocked off Daniel Bryan in a triple threat with this huge, cocky smile on his face.
That's not deal. In the triple threat match, the odds were stacked against the champion. He didn't. WWE Hall of Famers when history says it.
Tend to stay away from people's footwear, Pat, but nonetheless, is it stranglehold on Friday Night SmackDown on
close in person? He is a monster. From the WWE universe. Eyes from the fans and the Thunderdome. You guys keep it down.
We put a lot of eyes on SmackDown, Paul. Why don't you tell them about the men that...
Well, first of all, there's Edge, an 11-time former himself. There's Daniel Bryan, a yes, his way straight into the Hall of Fame. Pinned them both at WrestleMania. You take all of both of these men, who threat match in the main event.
It's the truth, Cole.
I Babe Ruthed it. I called it. I called pin him 1, 2, 3. Another man, I'd never want to be put in that situation. They probably are never going to put me in a triple. Nobody wants me to do that to him. Smashed him, stacked him, pinned him, one world. And if I'm doing that to men like that, nobody. Don't nobody want this. It's not worth it. Can't nobody stack up to me. Filled our obligation. We opened my show, SmackDown.
Thank you, sir.
Just a moment now. Roman Reigns, a man who on WrestleMania Saturday had his first single finally break through.
You know, for a long time they've been saying this guy's potential. What the hell is Cesaro doing?
Well, it's going to be mighty interesting. Hear what Cesaro has to say.
Yeah, it is very apparent that Roman and crew are not acknowledging Cesaro.
In his career, perhaps he deserves a bit better than that.
Been around a long time, but coming to the top of the mountain and seeing Roman.
What he did to Seth Rollins in that match.
He got a chance to showcase it on the biggest stage in front of the WWE. But it was absolutely magical what Cesaro accomplished.
Well, coming up next on Smack.
Let's go.
I would. Don't worry. He doesn't even have to put
Roman, and I'll see if he's good to compete tonight, and I'll get back to you.
Oh my God, will we get Cesaro versus the Universal ever seen in WrestleMania history?
Listen, the Pentagon released some information about it. This is the most impressive thing I've ever seen a human do. Another adult road after this.
UFO, unidentified flying opponent.
Chad Gable weighing in at 330 pounds.
Action here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Well, we are going to give you an idea.
Match Flow is sponsored by Progressive.
Transformed Otis, this human bulldozer, into a... I unleashed his inner alpha.
Otis lives of the powerhouse that Otis truly is. So that is
obviously icon, living legend, but it's hard not to notice the weight advantage for the new Otis, who used to be about catapult.
Chad Gable has made an incredible difference in the career.
I didn't know that was possible, Cole.
175 pounds. Ray!
That's a play, that man being Otis. Meanwhile, Ray accompanied by his son Dominic from your father, who just happens to be a surefire Hall of Famer.
Everybody thinks LeBron business is rarely attainable. Rey Mysterio, I've been watching, might get Dominic's kid alongside Rey Mysterio.
Let's back at that.
Quick, you got to use your agility. You can't let Otis get his hands on you. He's got that Greco-Roman. Chad Gable described him at 5'10", 330. Oh!
Otis has been incredible inside the ring.
Yeah, and that's what I think, a real change. He says, hey, I want to win, I want to make money.
The former world champion.
See, this is what it...
Oh my... Mysterio with a couple of shoulders to the midsection and out. Thrives as in the role of underdog WWE, but right now he's being manhandled by Otis.
And he's very resilient. Tough to... Oh, never mind, I was wrong. I spoke too soon. That's why Mysterio's been around so...
And Ray with a nice running knee takes Otis. Again, just outpowering Rey Mysterio.
That's going to be...
Oh my Lord, the slam to Rey Mysterio. Take another look, Pat. Watch this impact. First to get 30 pounds going up to the second rope. Mysterio needs. You see his son Dominic cheering him on at ringside. Chad Gable. Mysterio has a small window now to capitalize.
Has to.
I'm going to say you get to call it. Maybe you do. Mysterio could be closing in on a victory. Ray heading up to the top rope. And Rey Mysterio! He's got Otis' shoulders down. Ray with the win. Mysterio! And how huge is that victory?
That's massive. And it's against him. Momentum. Pins him, gets a win. And obviously...
Superstar in history. Another look there as Mysterio.
Unbelievable start here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news now. A recent guest of the Pat McAfee answer to Cesaro's challenge. Cesaro wants a match with
a WWE lifelong fan. I hope we get to see this. It makes moments that'll be remembered forever. This year in front of the Bad Bunny taking over the world. It was an incredible wrestle.
Made some noise tonight. He walked out. He interrupted Roman Reigns, the universe.
Thinks nobody will step up to him? Well, I would. Don't worry.
Let me talk to Roman, and I'll see if he's good to compete.
Cesaro's challenge.
That's your question? Well, it smiles on the faces of Neanderthals, like of the star power that is possessed by Roman Reigns. Kayla, tell me what happened. Oh, there was a rain delay at WrestleMania. Descending upon Tampa over the beating rope. What happened? Roman Reigns walked out of WrestleMania at all. And when we got back, descending from up above, but it wasn't the tears from up above, had to lower himself at WrestleMania to face a knuckle Cesaro. $1 billion bomb in the face of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns? Fraction. He's a joke. So let's give Cesaro what he wants. Tonight, one-on-one, in the main event.
Insurance save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
This is at all. This is Cesaro proving himself that he should even be in a kind of milestone for Cesaro here after WrestleMania.
If you're Jey Uso, you're going to have... Well, here comes Mr.
I've ever seen in my life.
Well, listen, Sami Zayn invited YouTuber podcast. Sami Zayn did to Logan Paul. Kevin Owens gave Logan
Paul, but I think everybody's painting Sami Zayn in the wrong light right now. So why?
That's funny. I see all the headlines except the wood. Where's that headline, huh? All the stars were aligned. It's there. He was supposed to help me with a documentary to expose victory, but that's not how it went down, is it? No. Paul's mind was poisoned. It was fucking bad about Sami Zayn, talking like I'm a crackpot. It was everybody got in his head. Don't you understand? Don't you understand? He walked in the ring. I gave him a great big hug. I could feel him. All I kept thinking is, what's Logan thinking? What's Logan thinking? That Kevin Owens was able to squeak a victory. I will not be denied what I want. Because tonight, there's nothing all with his warped mind. Nothing. Because you know deep down.
Was trying to knock some sense into Zayn.
You want to still make excuses?
A WrestleMania rematch, Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Going to start things off the way he wants to.
Smart. I don't know what he's doing, KO. I don't know.
Sami just trying to outside the ring, right here in front of the table. Look out, Zayn bounced off the announce table. And now Kevin Owens chopped to Sami Zayn. Again, trying to knock Sami Zayn, blaming everyone but himself for his problems.
To say, hey, you're messing up. Sami does not believe that at all.
Well, Kevin Owens with a clothesline. Now KO running senton to Sami.
And out, we're going to see the best of both of them.
And you're about to see a cannonball and Kevin up on the top rope.
Exactly my point. It's almost like Sami set him up for that.
Rights and lefts to Kevin Owens, middle of the ring.
On Fox.
Well, I think a lot of people would take exception to.
I mean, everybody comes in phases and goes in phases. He's kind of. I just got here, so I can't judge him, but that chop had to hurt.
Kevin Owens will a win here tonight.
In a better mindset, but Sami probably feels like there's no chance he's going to win because everything's against.
Load Sami Zayn now, creates some space. Sami
said, I have that as well. Sami's mistake there.
And Kevin Owens took advantage of that mistake.
Bit of offense from KO.
And now Kevin Owens loading on Sami.
See the passion in the chest has to be burning right now.
Rope now for Zayn, went for the sunset flip powerbomb. Cover now on.
Be the coolest thing I've ever seen, Michael Cole.
Zayn in control.
Logrando. Major is
break major boundaries.
Make everyone remember why they love this.
What did somebody say? Just eat.
Disney Plus. More brand new originals like the multi-award-winning
in a slugfest here in a WrestleMania rematch. Sami Zayn, Sami at 2.
Flush to the jaw, that kick to the
is this time connecting with a senton. Cover now by
desperation of Sami Zayn to keep in this. I can't lose.
With a swanton connecting to Zayn, almost put Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn hanging on is going to take a breather here.
Smart
of Sami Zayn.
Does everything about adding a timeout?
No, not at all. Sami Zayn here tonight, beating the count back in. Knee right. Sami now. Looking for a super. My goodness, knee to the back of the neck. Isn't enough to win the matchup for all.
Fortitude of Sami Zayn kicking out time after time.
And now Sami Zayn again trying to get out of. Kevin Owens not going to allow Sami Zayn to get out of harm's way. Sami misses wild.
As soon as it looked like it was over, a stunner's coming. Sami Zayn rolls out, dominating.
And now the referee at a count of ring for this match. Sami Zayn has been counted out. Kevin Owens wins. Sami Zayn wanted nothing to do with it.
To be honest, it's hard not to say that
look out now. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens going right.
Enough for KO and Sami Zayn. These two want to tear each other apart.
From KO.
With a stunner. Now Sami's getting it on Friday night.
Ring. A count-out victory and then a stunner.
All of Nigeria has not stopped celebrating Intercontinental Champion. But he's not here. And do you... Did you see that? Did you see that? Aziz, sir! For my Intercontinental Champion, nail.
The Nigerian nail, for sure.
It's party time!
I mean, this is... The energy is incredibly gifted superstars show up. So look up, you can flip them, you can throw balls at them, and these guys can celebrate them.
Big night for the Street Profits here tonight, because after 3 tag team titles.
Far too long, if you ask me. Dirty Dogs, please.
And why do we have all these balloons? It's her victory party. Bianca Belair celebrates with a... And tonight she's with an opportunity at the SmackDown Tag Team titles against Dolph Ziggler to get to. Let's take it up to the Street Profits.
I love some.
Feeling right. Do you know why, Dawkins?
Because it's seeing Dolph and Rude to whatever time warp they came out of in 19 SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
That's right. Tonight, hi. See, we've been on this grind for a mighty long time.
A horrible motivation.
See, WrestleMania was a night that I will be telling my great-grandkids about. The championship match.
Hey, Martin, roll that.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the...
Now Banks with the long... Belair powering Banks up. No way! WWE is now the BEF. Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks using everything that she can. AOD. A Friday Night SmackDown.
I got the feels, fam. You know what I'm talking about?
See, isn't about to stop quite just now.
Talk to him.
Because we just tonight wanted to share that same joy with the toughest, the strongest, the greatest part of my life. The EST. Come on, man. They ain't hear what I'm saying.
Talk
the
to him.
EST.
Emotional moments in the history of WrestleMania. It was in Banks, the first 2 black women in WWE. Bianca Belair came out on top in the celebration
About everything that happened on Saturday night. A momentous occasion of all time in Sasha Banks. And now she is at...
I feel like I have been floating since Saturday night. But you know, despite the possible, and making history for generations, and they are the ones who showed me that we changed the game. Because if you would have asked me a year ago that I would win the SmackDown Women's Championship, said yes. Energetically me. Because everybody has some EST with card. You should never apologize for looking somebody in their face and telling them you can do it. Because I went to WrestleMania. Sasha Banks. Because there's nobody that I would have rather shared the spotlight with. We did. If you ever try to forget it, just know that this moment is so much bigger than that. This is for themselves when they looked at me. This is for you. It was magic, but just know that we are just getting.
Wow. This is awesome.
But you know what? It's time to drop them red cups. We only wear gold in this house.
Tell them what, fam?
Because what? The smoke!
I'm on my
Well, Bianca Belair meant tonight for Bianca.
This is awesome. The celebration is here. This is the Bianca.
Back now to Kayla Braxton and her special guest because it's boss time.
Sasha, this past Sunday, the world was never.
You know what?
Champion, and what happened at WrestleMania really stunk.
Yeah, obviously she carried that taking match. Bianca Belair's the new champion. It's now her time. It's her.
But a little bit later on tonight, perhaps, to main event Jey Uso, who goes one-on-one when Cesaro would knock off Seth Rollins in Cesaro's first singles victory.
Hey, I do this with no hands. You said most impressive moment in WrestleMania.
That'd be Jey Uso later on tonight.
Thanks, huh? That was weird. I bet she wants a rematch. But she's so of WrestleMania trying to save the show. Bianca Belair. And even though you won't say it, I'll say it. We all know the reason that she's not really the type of champion you want, huh? And now she's out there showboating. So, there's only one way to fix this. SmackDown Women's Champion in history to challenge.
Well, Bayley wants to get back in the title hunt. Meanwhile, these two old. The Dirty Dogs, Ziggler and Rude.
Together in beautiful fashion, and you got to respect the veteran leadership, the top tag team on SmackDown.
You know, Pat, meanwhile, up with the tag champs, Montez Ford now legal. They said that Ziggler at 2. So tonight, Street Profits have got to get the job done.
Yeah, you can't do.
Boom, what a drop kick by Ford. Some say Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had a 45-inch vertical there. He flies around, incredible athletic.
Angelo Dawkins, so athletic, moves so well for a man his.
So long. They're on the same page at all times. I talked to Dawkins earlier.
And again, frequent tags by the former champions. Street Profit.
I think I learned this from you or the handsome Corey Graves. They were
the tag team champions now. Oh, collision! That's Montez Ford.
Be right now.
Face first goes Robert Roode. The Profits are rolling. Dolph Ziggler sent out of the ring. Bulldog by Dawkins. The Street Profits say it's take-back season. Will they take back? Well, Robert Roode, this is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Champion Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler getting very antsy on the apron. Realizes he's... There's a corkscrew elbow. Dawkins is fired up. Oh, Ziggler on the apron. Ziggler causes the distraction. By Ziggler. Just that slight little tag. This is what they really needed. Dolph Ziggler now by Dolph. Cover now. Is it enough to retain the titles? Dawkins has got it.
The tide has turned to the Dirty Dogs, the top dogs.
I'll tell you, you may not believe in their right now.
Yeah, and they're working in unison right now. It didn't look like it at the beginning of this. I heard a Big Mo, Cole.
Momentum.
Bingo. Feels like Big Mo.
Down the weekend, Dawkins. You're going to see frequent tags now in and out of the ring. And
they took some adversity early. They bounced back, and now
Dawkins now sends Ziggler into the corner. Face first off the turnbuckle. Profits have an opportunity.
They needed that right there. Dawkins needs to get a tag for their respective teams.
Tag to Rude. Tag to Montez. Montez Ford bringing in Dolph, and he paid for that one. Drop kicked. Oh my goodness.
Anybody can get it right now.
Back suplex now into a kip up. Standing moonsault.
You're watching is a world-class athlete operate.
Well, I was going to say rolling out of harm's way. Tag! Dawkins is lead. Dawkins going to set him up.
New tag team champions.
Connecting for the tunnable action. And popping Dolph with a right. Man, the pace is fast. Tag!
Oh, no.
Ziggler made a tag. Montez Ford has no clue. Tag! Dolph hooks the leg. That's why they're the tag.
The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler.
Away from the Street Profits, especially after you saw this. It was over.
Down from like 30 feet on top of Robert Roode.
And then Dolph Ziggler took advantage. Zigzag from behind.
And that's why they can keep up with anybody. The Street Profits should not be ashamed. I cannot believe I just got to witness that firsthand. What should have been just one of them in the end. Lucky to be here, lucky to see.
Pat, our main event tonight is in WrestleMania history. Listen to the WWE fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro, in denying your request,
I mean, he's right. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, and in my long arms, he's right. I do belong in the ring with Roman Reigns.
And there is event Jey Uso. That is the man who Cesaro is going to face here tonight. And we can still make a major statement here tonight. Cesaro and Uso.
The way we live.
Right now, COVID-19.
In fact, Natalya had 2 matches. WrestleMania Saturday, Natalya and Tamina tag team titles, and here we go. Baszler, one half of the tag team. Look at Natalya now. The waist lock, and Shayna Baszler, the submission magician, looking. Great block by Natalya. Great counter, perhaps looking for the sharpshooter.
Nia Jax.
Official, this is not a tag team matchup.
Yeah, but...
And Tamina and Nia Jax mouthing off to one another. What about what Tamina...
All about is those moments we'll remember forever. Tamina took her jacket off, though. It's about to get a little... Yeah, she said that. Baszler at catering, she would beat the hell out of you, Cole. So would Natalya.
Shayna Baszler take advantage of that.
Nights of action for Natalya is tough.
Has it the knee to the mouth from WrestleMania. Still mouthing off outside the ring. Cover now by Shayna. Hook of the leg. Is it enough? And I think disdain is a better word, Pat.
Despise, disdain.
Oh, Jax up on the apron. Shayna Baszler with a kick right to the mouth. Stop before running into her partner. Natalya rolling up Baszler. Shoulders down. Oh, and now Tamina with a boot to
Tamina right now.
Uso versus Cesaro. You have to wonder, will Cesaro be able to do? And I want you to listen very carefully.
Cesaro. Boy, you's a one-hit move playing spin you did with no hands, but let me ask you something. Can you do that with no teeth? Hand loose, and now I gotta get you. Tonight, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go get him.
Now he's gonna show you.
Being successfully retaining tonight, Ziggler and Robert Roode. Talking smack.
I mean, just immediately start bopping when
He's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 230. Uso!
You know, we kicked WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania SmackDown night.
The highlight of the night is delivered by out for curbside pickup.
The ring is filled up with eliminated. When he go over the top rope and both feet hitting the floor. Trophy. We're down to Uso and Nakamura. Uso with a reversal. Nakamura.
He says he is. He is the main event, and he is the Andre.
So joins a great list of winners of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
in this business.
And here comes another man who has won the Andre. Cesaro in his performance at WrestleMania, but first, Friday night smack or motorcycle insurance.
That's just smart to do, by the way. Bundle him up. Uso battle for his cousin. Again,
Rollins at WrestleMania walked out, wanted to make a challenge to Roman Reigns. Roman's cousin.
Yeah, but I think even upon requesting a match against Roman, when
Breaker needed the spine, cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. And there's a reason for that. Probably shocked that somebody would consider him having a match against the Universal.
You become a main event player.
Oh, and now Uso going away. Not because he can do the UFO with no hands.
Yeah, you don't need a hand to do the UFO, you know.
Right. Jey Uso deserves credit. Many believe WrestleMania.
Well, those people are definitely.
Oh, what a kick! Uso takes over.
In his favor. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso are the best they have ever.
Career trajectory has changed thanks to his relationship. Cesaro, could that be the turning point in this match?
Having together at a perfect time for him.
And now Cesaro with Uso. Top rope, but Jey able to block. Body shots now, drops Cesaro
out of his body.
And Cesaro gut wrench away. Uso stays in the match. Uso.
I would assume
watch
that
this and watch the impact pattern. Looking for the neutralizer. This is what won his match at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, Uso kidding me. Cover for the win. Uso kicks it too.
Here in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown for Cesaro.
This is unbelievable. But you got to wonder, is frustration setting in for Cesaro?
Hey, welcome to the main event, Cesaro. There's no easy fight up here.
Oh, look at that neck breaker. Uso now for the win. Frustrated now. Look at the impact.
Between Roman, Paul, and Jay, we turn the tide here.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Jey Uso has staying power. We've looked the Universal Champion looking to destroy and damage Cesaro. Reigns.
He certainly did.
Shots, uppercuts by Cesaro. Again.
Talk about a lariat.
And now he delivered 23 swings at WrestleMania. Oh my goodness, that's Seth Rollins. Seth brought back bad memories for Rollins, and Seth Rollins an awesome main event between Cesaro a number of weeks ago and also at WrestleMania.
With me! You got lucky! It's over! Until I say it's...
The swing was underway, and again the swing brought back traumatic. Made Cesaro realize you're not done.
And the sooner you figure that out, the better!